You know what's so funny? I started out the last time I was here, it was with Michael Jackson. I went to like a whole 10-minute thing about my Michael Jackson moment. And I was like, and then I had another 18 minutes on top of that. So I won't go into the Michael Jackson thing today. I just want to get that off my chest. Remember I was talking about hair on my chest, but I didn't know where I was going. I got 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes. Wow, I was thinking about that all day. 10 minutes. What can I do in 10 minutes? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get straight to like my, straight jokes, I guess. That's how you call it. I go to my mom's house every morning, and she's up early. She watches the news. So I mean, I don't watch the news. The news is so depressing. It's nothing new. It's the same stuff. They show the same thing all day over and over and over. But this morning, it was something interesting on there. They found Snap, Crackle, and Pop dead in Hollywood this morning in an apartment. And the police have no clues, but they think there's a serial killer loose. I just thought that came off my chest right here. You know, I like to smell good. You know, everybody likes to smell good. I like a woman that smells good. So I was out looking for some new cologne, and I was in the department store, and there was some cologne. You know how they have the samples out. They have this, you know, spray the samples on. There was this one cologne. It was called "Come to Me." So I sprayed it on me. I smelled it, and there was this lady next to me. I said, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question?" I said, "Does this smell like come to you?" Oh. I'm trying to keep this clean. I'm talking about, okay, I'll wait. I only got 10 minutes, so get it out. I'm talking about relationships, you know, it's a tough time for relationships. I've been married twice, and I'm gonna keep getting married till I get it right. I know that. I got my girlfriend right here, so she'll be my my next wife. I'll just leave it. She'll be my next ex-wife or not, but she'll be my next wife first. You know, because I was telling you know, if anybody's planning on getting married, I'm thinking about being a marriage counselor, matter of fact, because I feel like I got enough experience and I can tell people what to do and not to do. So if you're a man and you're thinking about getting married, you better think about getting a hobby before you get married. Because a married man without a hobby, woo, you ain't going nowhere. So my hobby in my first marriage was cheating. I remember, I was choked off my foot. I remember that I was at home one night, and my first wife, she told me, she asked me to go down to the corner store to get some taco shells. You know, she was gonna make tacos, so I was walking down the street, and before I could even get to the store, I passed a bar, and I looked inside, and there was this woman at the bar, and she turned around, and she looked at me, and I looked at her. One thing, you know, led to another. I was at the bar, I had a drink, I left with her, I went to her place, and things got out of hand, and I remember asking her, "What time is it?" She said it was 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God. My heart started pounding. I didn't know time had went that far. It was 5 o'clock when I left the house, and I asked her, I said, "You have any baby powder, any talcum, or something, anything?" She said, yeah. So she came in and gave it to me. I poured it all over my hands, right? I got out of the house. And as soon as I got there, she was standing out in the front. She was pissed. I just said, "Baby, I know you're upset, but I got a logical excuse. I was on my way, I met this girl, and we went to her place, I had sex, and she stopped. She said, "Let me see your hands." I stuck my hands out. She said, "You a damn liar. You've been bowling again." That's why you gotta have something. You gotta join church, you gotta get to a choir, you gotta do something. Have Nintendo buddies or something. Because if you don't, you just gonna always get in trouble. I remember there was this one friend of mine, and he was married, and he's not married no more, but you know, I was asking him what happened, and he told me that, you know, he just got tired of all that nagging. He didn't have no hobby. See, you know, so he can't watch the Laker game without interruption. So she must have asked him to do some stuff around the house. She was like, baby, can you come and fix this refrigerator door? It's got this squeaky sound in it. And he was like, do you see General Electric written on my forehead? You know, he treated her like that. He talked to her bad, you know, and she just takes it, you know. So she'll go to the hall light, turn on the switch, and the lights doesn't come on, and she'll say, baby, can you replace the bulb in the hallway? And he was like, do you see the city of Long Beach written on my head? I'm not the electric company, right? And she was just like, she don't know what to do with this guy. She's like, baby, can you come out and fix the front porch? It's got this. He's like, you know what? I'm going down the street to the bar. I can't take this, so I'm going down the street and watch the game. So he went down to the bar, and you know, he sat there a little while, and he started to cool down, and he was thinking to himself, he was like, you know, sounds kind of hard on a girl, you know. But while he's at the bar, she's sitting outside on the porch crying. And this guy comes by, and he asks her, excuse me, ma'am, what's the problem? And she says, well, you know, I got things broken in our house, the refrigerator door squeaking, lights bulb needs replacing, this and that. And the guy says, look, he says, I'll fix everything. He says, all you have to do is either have sex with me or bake me a cake. Just that simple. So old boy comes back home, you know, he comes in the house, he goes to the refrigerator, opens up the refrigerator door, gets a beer, closes it, and he noticed that the refrigerator door wasn't squeaking. He went to the hallway to put his jacket in the closet, turned the light on, light came on, light was fixed. So he was like, something's happening. So he said, baby, he says, who fixed all this stuff? He says, well, some nice guy came by and he offered to fix everything for me if I just bake him a cake or have sex with him. He said, well, what kind of cake did you bake him, honey? She says, did you see Betty Crocker written on my forehead? You know what, relationships is a difficult thing, you know? I gotta find a way how to short my joke. I think I take too much time telling all the details, but some stuff now I gotta go with my notes because I'll take long. Everybody got notes. It's a good thing to have notes. Let's see. Oh yeah. Me and my second wife, we got married. She was a church-going girl. I met her at church, you know, and see her every day, every Sunday at church. Saw her at Bible study. She seemed to be very nice, and you know, so I dated her, and we ended up getting married real quick. I was like, I already made my mind up. Like the first day, I'm marrying this woman. That's how I used to think. I'm marrying this woman. I ain't got to know her. I just know me. I know how I'm gonna be. You know, if she's a real woman, she gonna be submissive to me. That's what the Bible says. You know. So we got married and everything, and we just argued so much. I can't believe this is the same girl that was in church on Sundays. Monday through Fridays is different. You know. And so she used to make coffee in the mornings, right? She'd get up, she works at the post office, she'd get up before I do because she has a longer drive. She would make coffee in the morning. Every morning, I can smell the coffee. I can get up and have coffee already made. So one morning, I woke up, didn't smell no coffee. No coffee in the cabinet. There was coffee in the cabinet, but there was no coffee in the coffee pot. So I called her up and said, babe, you didn't make coffee today. Oh, she says, I won't be making coffee anymore. I said, why not? She said, oh, it's in the Bible that the man makes the coffee. I'm like, that's in the Bible? She says, yes. I said, where? She said, Hebrews. Oh, Lord, you know. Okay, all right. You know, what am I supposed to say about that? Start making up stupid stuff. No, it really said Hebrews. No. She used to, you know, we used to argue about so much stuff, and you know, she was like, no, you know, take me somewhere. Just walking in. Take me somewhere expensive. You know, I said, get your jacket. All right, so she gets her jacket. We get in the car. I drove to Chevron. Shoot. Gas is $4.59. How you doing? Fill it up. Shoot. We was not talking for a while. She was like getting, you know, women do some stuff. They get mad. They have their own ways of dealing with you in an argument, you know, like they won't talk to you, you know, you can just, oh, you ain't talking? Oh, she writing notes, you know, you writing notes now? Oh, okay, so we write notes, I don't know how long this gonna go on, so all right, I go along with it because it ain't gonna last, so, you know, You know, like I said, she wakes up before me. So one morning, this is like day 3, and I didn't smell coffee. And I heard birds chirping outside. That's not a good sound, because if I'm hearing birds, that means I'm late to work. So I hear the birds, and I'm like, what the heck? I said, that was cold-blooded. And then I look on the counter next to me, my little desk right there next to the little counter stand, there's a note that says, wake up. There was a woman that she put an ad in the paper. You know, she's been through a lot of bad relationships, and she never gave up though. She put an ad in the paper, you know, that she was looking for a man, you know, that would love her. You know, she was looking for a man that wasn't go hit on her. She needed a man that wouldn't, you know, go run out on her. You know, a man who could make passionate love and all this kind of stuff, right? So one day she hears a doorbell ring, bing dong, right? So she goes to the door, she looks out the peephole, and she don't see nobody. So she walks back, and it's bing dong. She goes back and look again, she sees nothing, right? So she opens up the door, and there's a man with no arms, no legs. And she says, may I help you? He says, yeah, I'm here about the ad in the paper. And she was like, still trying to figure out what ad in the paper. He was like, yeah, you know, you're looking for a man that won't run out on you. And he says, I ain't got no legs, so I can't run out on you. And she's like, yeah. And he says, you're also looking for a man that won't hit on you. And she says, yeah, well, I can't hit you, because I ain't got no arms. And she was like, well, yeah. And then she said, well, what about that passionate love thing? He said, you heard the doorbell, didn't you? I'm going to tell y'all something that I've only made this confession twice in my whole life. Now, most of the people, I'll be 49 in 2 months. Wow. Now, most of the people, since I've been living, think I'm black. It's not funny, I'm not. I'm really Mexican. No, to be honest, I'm really Blexican. And the only reason why I say this is because when I'm with the Mexicans, I have a good time. I really do. I know all the songs, I know all the dances. I mean, they take me as like one of theirs too. They don't even know I'm black. I play all DJ, I play all the music. I don't know how to speak Spanish, but I can sing like a grip of songs. That on a mile, like, I used to hear ice cream trucks a long time ago, but now I hear a horn of the, I love it. My mama won't eat that stuff, but I was like, man, give me some of that, you know, hook me up, dog. I told y'all I used to take Viagra. I don't take Viagra no more. I had a bad experience with it. I told y'all that last time I took a Viagra and it got caught right here. And I had like a stiff neck for like 2 weeks. So